5 seconds more.
Good evening, lovely viewers. It's Truth Be Told once again, airing live from the studios of Gold City. Yemobi biajo na mestre awfo ne atiefo nyina se yemfrɛ yemma yemfrɛ yenuanom na yenka kyerɛm sɛ ebraso se ebeti Truth Be Told TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. Ene yepese esua about the wisdom of life. Ena a Tuesday bia nyame adoma yeba yene atiefo eche inti ebestre se obia ebe tenase na wati enenso so die yede eba na yabe discuss. I would first want to relay what we did last week, and your past is your teacher. Or near my past or church for and then near my and as our past into Yabubo so it will say life a journey. Said I'm saying I can for the past 2 weeks. Now you say a journey a memories ni be so enye na de enye no kwame fa so besi atoto niema na be kwame fa so besi mi emma sa memories no a church na atoto yen akwan aboy meeting atoto ya akwan yi. I think the coach church niema bebre before me coach akwaba no mesre say obeti me a foul phone na wa share link na ma oni abi. Please pick your phone and share the link to a brother or a sister. Call your children to also come and join you as you listen to the Wisdom for Life. We're on 3 social media platforms today. That is TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And the name is Boakye-Fosuhene. The medium you can join us from our 3: YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And the name is Boakye-Fosuhene. Coach.
Grace.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
But you say,
oh, Yamiado, Moshe, Miss Sri, and I just said, Nemuye, Papa. Say, was also me share Muye.
I said, anymore,
Massa,
I promise.
I thought so.
I do not see. I mean, I don't know where
Papa.
Last week, you discussed about your past is your teacher.
Yes, sir.
Your past is your teacher. We talk about tougher my answer now.
Okay. Tifo ya mamunye na akwa basoronko. Nokre TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. A idea we try as much as possible to speak only the truth. In fact, say enya do Tuesday pe na mani age because it is an opportunity to also come and impact lives. Na impacting lives no sokora no enye no nkwa yenso so yabase yebesua bi.
Sure.
The Chris who say bra ye discussion ni nyina na bi muso so ba other social media platforms so de o madwen kire ba adwen kire na mo de ba no yesu yesua bibi efiri mu enu nti no ye nyina no na obi beka say yesua ade ye kire na yesa esua enokre. Last week we looked at your past is your teacher. Ye mo bebre ho a aya na say ye hwe enioma bi atwam ewo ya bra bom titiru de anko yie no a because in the past no ye hu say enye de anko yie nko na wo ho ebi susu ko yi. Aha. So in the past there are things that they are worth celebrating. Nyoma bi how kaya na de aniji abrel. Nyoma bi on so how kaya sebe ubenya nanka ansi mistakes bi ne nyoma hodo bebre. Nanso ni nyina mu de ye kan say masa nyoma na atwam wo abra bomu a bi akwan bi so no etete wo no dane wadwen wo ho na hu ni say it is rather a teacher in your life. Edienti ena ye kasa. The reason being that the past is something that you can draw a lot of things from, a lot of lessons. And no matter how ube to me anya free ye ubi beka say the etwamuno. Na ade ba ko ne say ye hu say even the mistakes that we make, mistakes ebwaye ye hu an area that you need growth. Enti baby a wo ye ya anye yi no kire wo say da bi ene hwe ho no yie na next time no ye ho adwuma yie. So if you are able to know this, then it rather helps you. Instead say, anka ebia bibi ha, obeka se odwenwen ho, mi suni ade no, you realize that now there will be no need to cry again. Into the past that contains failure no, kyerɛ yɛ sɛ biribi wɔ hɔ a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛtumi ɛyɛ. More work must be done. A teacher for borɔfo baako. I know about ɛyɛ deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu no. When you are also considering successor, sɛ wayɛ biribi na ayɛ yie a, you can celebrate it, but don't be stuck there. Ɛmma kwan ma deɛ atwa mu wei matumi ayɛ wei nti no. And watumi ayɛ, what is next? Teacher for borɔfo say more room for improvement. You must always seek, say, whatever happened in your life mpokura no a sɛbe ɛyɛ papa no, you must still improve upon that thing. Then in the past, sometimes we also regret. And you may be a twam wɔ yɛabrabɔ mu ne sɛ mehu yɛ paa nka maanyɛ wei. Ɛyɛ nokorɛ. Nti most of the times yɛ say, instead so bɛka sɛ, if only no, nka yɛ say ya no, sisa wo kasa no, and now say next time I will. Nti deɛ atwam no, atwam. Nti sɛ wɔka sɛ mehu yɛ anka woyɛ nhwe a ɛnyɛ yie. Na mmom deɛ sɛ ɔka ne sɛ mmerɛ kɔ n'anim no seesei deɛ mɛyɛ ne sei. Nti megye di sɛ yɛn nyinaa no yɛnya adwensesaeɛ ɛwɔ the past. Whether the past was good or bad, you must draw lessons from it. Allow your past to become a teacher in your life. Grace, megye di sɛ matumi aka kakra.
Your past is your teacher, so allow your past to also refine and reform you. Some guys will say and reflect it.
Yes.
But my regret it.
That is it.
So anyone did not be bro meeting, but what went to me and joined you last week, you know. Measures of a callback. Na wako T last week near my discuss here no. Me did say name wepi ebebo na wait me I ensure. It's here for ye be share and ne ediana se na message say so when share link na obe file phone na wa share link no na woni e bi so etimi abe join here na ono so abetie the wisdom for life. TBT,
the truth, nothing but the truth.
TBT,
the truth, nothing but the truth.
TBT,
the truth, nothing but the truth.
In TF4 and ne some an activity my back discussing. I say pride is dangerous. Pride is dangerous. Coach, answer na even a bear share said the pride is sitting away, you know. Nancy, many be my young kita who they be a. I'm say last time before I'm about 2 months ago. If about 2 even within some few months, now the analogy was on. Was that yeah, can't pride, but sometimes people don't even see when it comes or how it happens. Ain't see ama acquire BB because we are doing say obi okasa ne kasa no edin. It just edin. Or you're proud. Obu ha or yeah, and never be said they will see and never be na they take so you're proud. But sometimes obi has on kasa. But wana near course underground. And sometimes I mean say obi we call for be a bit my science and maybe a bit church. But coach, why is it that it me as a pride it me we are no home a year near my name be a background here. Oh. Then I become from my answer a core topic.
Okay, me that's papa. And the topic, you know, very interesting. I'll say
this camp is dangerous, but I'm saying, is it really dangerous?
Okay.
And now we can hear no my answer no about there.
All right. Chris Mate. Pride. Twi kasem your friend ahomaso. Yes, hu papa. No kwasem ne say Chris. Ye wo enuma bi wo asasi so a hu. Na enyoma ehu no, anything that is dangerous, we all try as much as possible to avoid them.
Sure.
Se sebe ka bi eba, ebi articulator so no eba, e dangerous se wo begina kwan nim because e betumi atwa fa so. Na things that are dangerous in this life no, ebi mo ho a e dangerous a ye nim se e dangerous. Ebi mo ho so a e dangerous but ye nim se e dangerous. An example, say poison, the poison agu adem ni aka kire so ade we poison wom na ye farmer on say Chris non poison na you realize say there's no way say obe non poison no because e dangerous wahu
yeah
but ye wonema bi won so a eno so ye dangerous but ye nim say e dangerous. One of them ene ode abayi pride enti ahomaso ya ade bi a say e ba so ana edidi umu a e obi beka say e serious pa in fact, we will say that it's a destructive weapon. A idea between me a cell. na sɛ nea wo kan ye no me giri sɛ bere a ye kasa yi obi o hwɛ topic ne na no o se da bi me de ahomaso de ebi ni
enye
me de ha de enye me lie but ye ba be sua yi wo be hu sɛ ahomaso wo kwan ye fa so eba ana eyi ne ho adi wo nipa abrabom nanso so ebetumi aba abra awia wo. So that is the question you asked me.
Yeah.
So sometimes whilst I'm sitting here, pride can show itself in me, or I can have pride in me. Now, so na menya aware say ebi ewo mi mu. Enti eno na ene ye ba besua. Enti de ye besua yi, we all need it. Minim say be a topic ne ba no, pride is dangerous. Obi o ha oti no, obi na ni din aba ni tirim. Asumasi. We dia pe. But ye be wie no, ube hu say ebia mimi wom usu wom but eye dangerous ntino we are trying say ye betwe ye ho afiri mu nti Christ ade edi kan pa se ahomaso ewia obi a eda adi eye bronika say self glorification onipa bi a wo ho a ye frɛ twi no eye anumonyam pɛ
okay
de bia no wo pese wo ya ade a ase wo nko ana wo de ne ye animonyam pɛ enipa anim no wo pese nka wo nko ana ye modin saa de no ahomaso
wow
ebi obi adwen bɛyɛ ne sɛ sɛ ne me de na ye yie da bi ahomaso is a sign of pride self glorification enu ti sɛ nipa no sɛ ekoba sɛ obi foforo ye gi obi de atum na obi animonyam kosoro sen ne pɛ na ɛha no. So the moment you realize that you are only seeking for your self-glorification, but not that of others, a sign of pride. Ahomaso ebetumi asɛwo. Then now we can say be say na yadwen yes obi kasa na ne kasa ano ye den a na kyerɛ sɛ ebi ahomaso so dabi. The second thing I make ho asɛm arrogance.
Okay.
Kokoti. Obi oha awoye kokoti ankasa. What we said, arrogance is something that sometimes we think we have to prove a point to people. People must see that we are not weak. They have to know that yes, you are. There be enye baby an yes sir. Enti wo ye obi a akwai te say sebe usuban no saa na tie time bia say wo akra wo hu say emi dem ye kokoti o. It's a sign of pride. Homaso and asase and answer eda ne ho adi e wa brabom. You know, we are looking at how pride comes unannounced or unnoticed about, but what Jane said that Emma so say enti ye hwe nioma no a etumi ewia ne ho na asase se eye adwuma enti bia ye bobosu yi so wo de to abrabo ho a na se wo bedi no kra ma ho a because wisdom for life you realize say ase de ye bobosu yi obi beka se kakra ayotabi ewo mimu. Then the last but not the least, unwillingness to accept correction. Obi o ha say oye mistake on person obi abe correct no. Oye mistake on person obi abe correct no. A sign of pride. Ahomaso eba awia ne ho. Nti ye dru ba bia ye be hwe and de enwia ne ho and de be straight. But we de awia ne ho na eba. Say ye hwe yamamre mu a yadwen ye say obi ye bema de enye mfom so
eno ana nanka me be de be nka be bisa o kasa we nka no
ana pride say why ya de enye na ye tenew na wo makwan se ye tenew no is pride, and it means say pride has entered you unnoticed. Enti na yate ho asemi de esi nyina ye background checks we are sitting am
coach I'm say last two now discussing necessarily one on say pay in life maybe as a show boy the show boy no so no say on say baby obedu be person man for one say yes my ba me no my ba
first nyum bi o say esdo my ba
until do no ye or kire say yes ampa be so bi an say waba nti se ni na ye ahomaso ena mema se mema so de at least nyame ama mema ego bi nti no sometimes eni se obaja tum kra na onye ntum wanim straight chi se ono ani trim no be hu se de o kan no kra but se obaja tum wanim de se no sa no so
eni nyina e ka pride ne ho yes e ka ho enu nti na whatever you have no you must learn how to control it. enti mema your ego, we must try to control the ego, because ego no ebetimi lead to pride. So what I say, when we say onipa bi akita adwen ena adwen na ye wo no wo hu no kwasem pa ne say Chris adwen na ye wo no adwen na etimi kire wo say we de wa anya de we de eye we de enye kra enti du ba bi a wa kra wa adwen timi ka kire wo say ade yi we de enye enti asisen ka wo bia wo gitum ntampa a chew no se me ye be manti aha eno na say yi ne ho adi saa na afei adane ahomaso unwillingness for correction ma ho kwan say obi beka say yentenetene
coach na say my so na there because from the ethnic groups ni bi mo ha
yeah
em say yakọ anim no bi as e bi mo tie ha je some of the one reason because there are some ethnic groups that em say man kasa
okay
man kwa even and bringing of some of the kids and much say if you be ho oba kasa pe na dana sum say wine
okay
akaba okay say so ko ware ya opon ya sum say musan say den ya sinifie osu na papa e kasa na mama kasa bia na dem enti no ye call for it I think say no so obi will comment and a question waiting there by na I think ye nyina yesua say they can ye ho aduro the wisdom for life enti no maybe say coach did can be che then cry na pride it can pride say we are no by then pride
okay you can say ahomaso when we talk about pride we are talking about something inflating ade bia obi beka say ho ne ho ewo ya brabom so it's an inflated sense of the following: one, self importance. Sebio ewiase obia ho hia na emom no se ekoba se wo no hu ni se onko na hu hia sen obia eno ne ye kasa fa se self importance. So when that character no and attitude no exhibit na eye kese boro so a eho no nature say ahomaso asset in. So it is good to see yourself being important. Obi anka senye na emom ne moroso to the extent say afei de be kwa kodu ba bi no hu say sebio ohu omfaso sin obi a make I say was it class 4 say one of the classes now you reading book be you say now you be say who is more important, doctor by or so on because nipa yare a on hwe no na osane ade and a farmer so ba ye say enye me na mekwa akoye adwuma ma aduane aba wo be den wanya bi adi na watumi akwa ho say wo koye oh na we susu aba enti no obi a kire say hono ne a self importance no obi a person kire say me na me hu hia pa enti in conclusion we realize say obi a hu hia. So whenever you see say what dream you say baby obedru bia no hu hia sen obi a, so we should give way pe na what who say pride has started. Then superiority obi oho a obi say osonkora usa eho na ene no the youth of our time no mistake bakopa ye no some of us we get opportunities bia ko abrochire say adwuma mu panyin ni ade but say we adwuma mu panyin a it doesn't mean say be we ase nyina hye wase enso bi ewo ho ane enom say bi ne ho panyin di panyin empanyifo ho enti hu say empanyifo ho men who say you are more superior than everybody, you are superior, everybody is inferior. There be even say we adwuma mu panyin na we young na empanyifo kra working under you are, you must come to the realization that you have to come down. Enti yen ya abribia na yehu say I say we are above but never beneath, which is a good confession, but enye babia se ekoburu so a, then it is also defined as pride. Now the last but not the least, self-sufficiency that refuses humility and dependency on God. Obi also so ohun ni ho say na me hwan na me hia ne bibi me o me bibia me wo we enti no ohun say me here obi a o masetena mu. That is pride. So we are saying that pride is an inflated sense of number one, self-importance, then superiority, then self-sufficiency that refuses humility and dependency on God and others. And you know, aside sometimes you have to acknowledge the fact that meaning say but pride will never allow us. And until the discussion you might think he say ebi a wode unim but what na se pa na se wo twen ho hwe wabrabo mu a Chris you say you testify say it's true say pride ye adwuma e wo ya brabo minim say ene se wo kura wo ya analysis den.
Next question I will be saying here. In saying say per what you are telling us, does it mean so be our pride?
Men ka say
because on the 3 instances that we're stating in oh, it means at least everyone has an iota of pride in him or her.
Okay.
I don't know if
I understand your question very well. Okay, the definition for pride now you say pride is an inflated sense of self-importance is okay. Superiority. Said if even you don't learn how to be superior, you might be in position. And so that's the only who say, oh, dear, aha. And to say, no way in no, a yet self-sufficiency, do baby, and yet time beyond I don't have to be so. But when it is inflated, say a boroswa, and I say, she can say, Rebecca say, a home, anti self-importance, superiority, and a self-sufficiency, say a home, a yakase boroswa, and on a day pride no ebano. Into the abobosono. Obia at least obia obi enunti na ne say you must learn to control whatever you have because no money be your eye but eba wo mu na one control ebe honhon na abedane pride. So that's what we are talking about.
Oh, it's here for me say in crying say ye be fire phones na ya share link no na you be sweating me abe join ye no wetie and next wisdom for life I deba which is pride is dangerous. Pride is dangerous. Enti me say unyan ma onya bin joining ya obe mano a joining din abetin a joining ye Boakye-Fosuhene on YouTube, Facebook and TikTok. Boakye-Fosuhene, Facebook, YouTube and TikTok. Now, so the last week me kan oba register presence me hu se waba. Asemi ne be kan na wo ho asem bi se bia obetimi ede atodwa o comment bi na wo view bi wo question bi obetimi de aba wo ade no so ade nkyefo fro bia e better so de baba na ye nyina yesua se de na coach edika kan no se de mo de ba yesua bi free de so de ba na gisa mo sua nti na akoye hand in hand se be so se wo ba ya register your presence by making us know se waba na ye hu nse misani bi bia ho bia so last week in your challenge kakra say na bebre na ye be pon na questions no eba be say with time ye course na say what question be a what be say de be ya enko ba actually yenia Eric kuna amayajo or say the truth nothing but the truth TBT. Yeah, that was it. What be that question be say can pride be misconstrued as confidence? Say going forward we are discussing, you know. Eric Macho coach be answer going forward. And I mean here about Facebook so okay, so far be anya my some TikTok near intimacy so about me want so about now register presence by making us know say waba question be now they bet to ja. Eric be answer question I'm say coach be the hujuma my going forward. Coach, yeah, church pride as here we. Why is pride dangerous? I didn't know I said pride is dangerous. Because a topic here there.
Okay. Chris Medasi. I believe say the reason why our topic we ever and say pride is really causing a lot of harm in the lives of people and in destinies. Na question ya wabisa me. In fact, maniaje papa because minim say obi baby say. Na topic sa bebre wo wi ase ni nyoma ese ka ho ase no now ade edi kan eni pride always leads to distraction onipa bia wobema kwan ama ahomaso aye adwuma wo mu no awieye no ede oseye enebrew ede oseye enebrew. When we are about finishing yebeko history mu ahwe nkrofo bi a omo peja pa but ahomaso eseye omo kra in history. Enunti no ade a ebetumi aseye wo de na chese ese etumi ba okokko wo ho, something that can destroy you. You have to be cautioned. Say sadie we hweniye. Enti ahomaso ede oseye eba. Bebre bedi adanse say emre bi ba ya o mabrabom enam neoma bi omye ne ahomaso bi omoda na di obaabi nti no ema omoneoma bi eseye. And that is why ye can say ahomaso e dangerous because e betumi asel. Now the atosumienu enso enie, which is also very, very serious. Pride will always blind your weakness to you. Say ahomaso ewo so a ana eye adwuma wo so a baabi a anka wo ye mere anka ebi mu betumi a let you say oh me ji say Chris this area of your life then ka wo hwe nanka wo improve upon it anka Chris ebeboa wo pa. Now ahomaso ntino we are not ready to listen to anybody. Until sometimes, you know, ye ko ya dwene said ye bia eye. Now susu nipa e wo ye ho no ehu say bibi o ho a enko yi, but because of pride umma kwan enu nti no afra wani, so that weakness na e wo mu ana sa de no a e hawo no e di dem e wo abrabom no wo be hu say e be koso akosa. And e ha no mamen kan to aso say whilst it blinds you, no, it also makes you unteachable.
It makes you unteachable.
Until obi ohwa, one who say, on pesa obechire ni bibi. Ha, se bibi kura na oneneka, na ebi a pesa wo chere no say, aha, okay, I do what can say there be, but say pa netia, on pesa obete no wase. Until pride wo ho, you know, that is how it makes you, and it puts you in a certain state. People will not be happy with you because obi a wo de sebi o omre yokra no e wo ho obi ahu, but you are not ready so be ma kwan say yen kan kire. This is what pride can do. Ye mu bebre wo ho a in fact ye life no enka efe pa nanso so enam ahomaso nti no afra yani ama ye mre yo no ye hu ye nye ready say obi a ma kire bibia eso afei so no it damages relationships.
Okay.
Ayonkofa. Enti wa hu say obi o ha onu obi wa ayonkofa pa o Chris. A che say adamfo kama pa, but ahomaso to me say adamfo. Etumi e de competition akansie ba ahomaso nti no me pese me wosoro sen me pese me nya sen enti say ama me ho na ba ho pe na mani abere etumi essay ayonkofa. Ene ye wiase obi o ho a almost every time bia or change friends. One of the things I've learned in life, me say uhu obi a de bia or no obi fufuro na namo a, that person is dangerous. Obi a osisa enamfo te say atade no, or ye very dangerous. Eye pride and a man basa because bisa who say adentina ebia wadamfo ne me na it means say bibia ba we could not handle it. And empanyin say asembia no ho a eba sabio ye de sikan eni twa eye de ano eneka, but obo ha oma kwan pride wo ho, it doesn't allow say wonu obi tenase say wo ka asem because uhu say wo de no na ye enti wo so enamfo bi obi tim kan wujiri say wo de na ye afa me so ma fa me de enti na say ahomaso no eye adwuma e wo ho. So if you are not very careful, the ebehu ni say ayonkofa bebre e wo ho a ebe say because of pride. Even in family abusua bi wo ho a ahomaso nti anuanom ahomaso nti anuafo pa o wan hwa beka se bi omo ye na anuafo pa ahomaso nti e de basabasa ya aba abusua mu. That is why we are saying say pride is dangerous. E ya de ese se hwe ni yi hwe so obi ne ma me twa manso den as even as we speak na sebi o senya asemo a akwala obe den no ma me atwa manso obe den no papa atwa manso e pride. Obi o ho a sebi esesen kokko pa ne ma me chewo okopa ne papa kyɛw obi se me se me pa me maame kyɛw pa de nti ɔde ne maame no enkasa. Now somebody taught me something or say there are certain relationship in life, there are certain categories of people be in our lives when even those people have wronged you, you must go and apologize to them.
Okay,
so what I say onipa kro no a sebio ono aye oboni mpo no esa wo na akopa ne kyɛw. The reason is that you benefit from the person more than the person benefiting from you. Now o papa ne tua school fees, o say o papa ya wade nti wo ne o papa ya aka on kasa ne ho unye sei
where we school
na school na no na school no we no eti say no maame wo fio say wo so buafu nti unu maame aduane bio mi wa so uni aduane ye ena aduane no kra no say won to bibia megu fie na waka so de koye aduane enti ayonkofa bi ho a even when they have wronged you, you have to go and apologize. Ma we de mesra minim say enti ye na yesua we no say obi ni obi ntem asai obi ne maame ne papa ne nua panyi bi anase adwuma baby bia no a mesra. Let's handle the pride that is at work in us. Na yenye se ne be ya ayonkofa no ana wo ho a won se baby ayonkofa papa obi na somdie wo. Whenever there is a good relationship, there is peace. Baby asomdie ni na se ayonkofa no obi beka se eja dem, there's serious confusion. Enunti no ye be sere se moma yentumi enhwe yi ansa na beba mu no. The last thing I made eka home before ebia wa bisa me before no and say pride always isolate us. Ahomaso we de bia etwe ye free enipa ho. First no ho na ya dwen ye say ebia me fan say enhiamudie bi na amanfo anyway kasa no we na wonko a wote ba bi no ayedin a na chese wo ye guy enye no kore da. Obi ho a wa homaso nti no nipa mpese wo mo beben ho. The way I walk kasa, the way I will ye nipa no, and man nipa nya ahonto, and I say, omukon no say, omubeben. So sometimes when you are experiencing isolation in your life, check it. Bia na ya homaso ene de abasa. Because a juma mo, your friends in school mo, a fio, a sorio, mosque, baby bia nipa shia, uko hobiano, obia ye nim sa homaso ewa uncheno. The pride in you pushes people away from your life. Anytime we are no, ahomaso na ewo mu no, epie nipa efiri wo nchen. Intedu baby a stop complaining say, I say nipa men check it. Bia na eya ahomaso bia o exhibit. Sebi. Empanyi say enipa ye de nanso ye nwene nam. Come to the realization that everybody needs somebody. Ahomaso no yenyin firi ho se na be ya yebetumi aka nipa aben ho na nipa so atumi aben ye.
Coach, Medasipi.
Yes sir.
You need to do your flows on Facebook or say one of the most dangerous things about pride is that it's easy to see in others but difficult to see in ourselves.
Very powerful.
Say obi de obi ho. Awa de say ba wo.
Say twi kasa me say iwani ase empunam ansa na wa yi obi de. Enti obi de otumi ma iwani ase nya kura mi ho aso no.
E bishte ode. Coach, from the work and sometimes you say it makes us unteachable.
Yes.
But sometimes we will share say we have and say we cry and now you penny pa we experience and we experience with jumam for about 20 years. Now here I could be a friend over jumanim na ono na ebe chere adwen. Yeah, sometimes that is one angle I think a man for judge or more are you from into no ebi if I say penny bi na beka chere na nka ebi obetimi na ye bi say no ye level but or nipa na o ka chere na obe buga okra say o ko baby I didn't know say no so e basa.
Okay, Chris me that say me say adwuma bia ne emumra now say baby a wo ye adwuma no yemfa ne say area me free. I am a agric engineer by profession. Nti woba yemfa ne say wo ministry mu a bi agric mu a woba ye wo agric engineering directorate. Nti region bia wo engineering department. Woba ho a ye wo regional engineer ene wo ho. Na fe ye wo superintendent for so ho. and afi na ba technicians. Now say nhyehyɛ mu no obi etumi ɛna wɔhwɛ ate sɛ bia obi bɛyɛ engineer ɛno no school sem ɛsɛ ni school sem kɔ nkan ne ade enti yɛmfa no sɛ woyɛ technician na sɛ bia wa mmɔ homɔden ana sɛ wa anya wadwen sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo improve bia wo school sem ɛkɔ nkan na watumi akɔsora so long as you remain down there sɛ obi ba sora you have no option than to listen to the person ɛno yɛ adwuma no emu mmara no enti no sɛ obi ɛyɛ oyɛ mo bakora na ɔyɛ o superior anaasɛ onipa korɔ no ɛyɛ wo leader you have no option than to obey the instruction or the direction of the person. Now so sɛnea wokaeɛ no sɛ wode ba ɛyɛ ɛfɔm paa deɛ a sɛbe sɛ wososo woyi na woyɛ ebia engineer na so akoto obi a wonim sɛ wanyi sen paa but ebia ɔyɛ supervisor anaasɛ ɔyɛ technician a you must know how to relate with them. You must know how to talk to them. And until you say, ebia se bibi kura na opese omoya sebe o kasa yemu no ma obuo emremu. Oh, ebia Mr. Chris, Mr. Christopher, or Mr. Benfi. Oh, menya anka we no ka yenye ni say mo migidi say yen try. Oh, say information na wo de amano, but you have presented information in a polite manner. The employee penny sebe say what you say when now we director, when now we departmental head, when now we headmaster. Ain't you know who to me can send you upebia. Ain't you won't say nipa bebre they have occupied a certain position in life at various places. People obey their instructions not because they respect them, but because of the authority of their position. Enti ubon say safo no obi beka say senya adwuma mu ha nka wo no aha but mekai say when I was in the ministries you know me department agric engineer department in fact omo ana me ne omo ye adwuma ho no I think I was the least me nana mi sha ho ko me ko tumpanifo ho omo ana omo me department a me ne omo ye adwuma but no omo nyina hyemase I was the agric engineer, the regional engineer. Entino, many omo obikas efa ayonkofa ma sebio man can be a mama chimano ango formula because of senior mechano. As the same mrebi na many omo edu baby abebana ma PF from office yen na yeti abonten ne kasa ne edin komo. Nti one day bi na me wa abonten ena obi ewura ye ya adimo. Nti oba ye no na ose ohwehwe engineer regional engineer nam so o sa no se ane ena mbisa senka bibia no so da bi opese ohu engineer na nkasa nam so okay ene me pa cho on trance na mebo engineer mane enti me man ba bi tena ye no ena me ko wura technician for office say ho bi abahanti no me ko tena office o mo fa ne mra enti me ko share office me ho akokoko si engineer wanya ho nam so mane mra onipa ko no ba ye no na eyemia no say me se me hwehwe engineer no say engineer ni enti one say you see we call it harmony but bia wo bia no take away pride sebe nipa ye nyina obi say one day 6 feet but bia wo bia no ensure harmony e wo ho eno kra boa it creates a very good working environment for all of you. Sabi, edru baby ni asere, edru baby kura my people we used to even eat together. Minim say be no say are dangerous. Now and also no people are might have a bad motive about you when you are also not treating them well.
Sure.
So what I say. Now ekobasa when I exited from where I was up to now, my legacy is there. And ebasa obi obeba biano they try to compare and contrast.
Yeah.
And always when they meet me, engineer Saibra, I'm saying enchemeba, and they ask to when they meet to me enchere. And Chris, what we are seeing, and they say, Shekwanya obefaso say oye, yemfan say age wise usha. Now I kotumpa phobia wudi omo soa. She senior oni omo ebedin sa also. That's all.
Which made us say, me my back. I may pay Janamo by administrator for, I think, one of these judicial service offices. And no coin say, I'm a phone on Martina watching. We only certificate, but I'm gonna experience. So quite an am to be 24. Ain't the way say, or call lancha, not to be a brom, or co ya. So that I could to it on her can say, by that. Yamia don't move, Yamia Monyansa, and I can't say, so by Peja or Betty. Give them a fear because once a school the wako, the practicality of a Jumana or Monewo. And so now I'm coming to by Peja no because by not driving that. Oh, you know, say, or this is one brother was by now Peja on one. But I still see him as a bubu my parent later. Anybody come more type a prototype you have no idea. Oh, saying we say no much chair now, Brand has no much chair. And I was an uncle I there no. Duncan Mugasi and Kesha Mount. Go on, cranny homoba, Mushe. I feel say it's a lesson a comma yin I say. Yamado Pejawa is all coaching for Bojama, young was a said Okana. Nyasa house a business no more a relate. But coach say, yeah, my pride override here. Can we still progress?
You can progress to a certain point, but you come down. Pride always makes sure that you fall down. It ensures, yes, your downfall. And I'm saying I'm going to give a historical background about some great people they ever lived on earth. Okay. Great people, but later on, because of pride, and you may be CC or my brabum. Sister, Yame Edin Huafofi. Oh, but a Juma Muankasa, no Kwasempa and say. Baby, I'll bet technicians, you know. In fact, they are the ones who do most of the work. Technicians, you know. As all your headmaster, fine, you your manager. But at the children, Casano, a teacher for the children. And Untino, say, Unya could do baby. And I won't say, your friend baby work experience. Oko school, Sano, Aina, Oko field trip, and just say, human one view. Obi a technician why ye juma no 10 years 20 years sa nipa no ade bia esese oye wo bibi hu no obetumi aye say machine say ye den. So my experience ba ko eno no me so no bre a me ne technicians eye juma no most of the times. In fact, I was not ashamed to say, even as an engineer, sometimes me be so more question, because when it comes to the practicality of it, almost any more. But advantage I want to say, because of the yesuan intino, say almost try practical sene kanwa and my to me kwa ni muntem, and we are able to analyze things correctly more than omono. But say eba ejumano a omo ena eye. Obu ha engineer pa minim se me kan Ghana ha engineers bebre mechanical engineer ba ko neti hoyi. Now so ne ka say ya mpacho he no de ko. What de ko magazine
no experience.
So what I say, yes. At the end of your omo make I say, na me ka ba ko e ma me problems pa. Me engineer, me hwehwe mu ama hu hwe. Enti me to battery bia battery acha 2 weeks na battery no awu kura. Me dwen wan na me ntia say. Na me de call magazine. Enti me try nipa 2-3 bi anyi. Na me say na fe me ho na me say obi engineer pa na me hu hwe. Enti one day me call ye ade foforo ka ne ho e wo ba. Enti me call ye no mo kire me electrician bi. In fact, oye yemfa no say old electrician CB. Enti wan hwe yi a you see appearance can be deceptive. Wan hwe yi a wo be ka say we de na de na onim tetefo yi. Enti me call ye na me ka masem me kai me nim me the battery si super na awu. Me the battery si super na awu. No so papa pacho bi o bonnet na me hwa de. Enti me biye ye no odi na ni hwe mu a se na socket bi ya connect bibi together. I didn't know. Edaka ni mu a madwen kra na se su ni mfa so e na o disconnect socket. That was the end of the problem.
Wow.
That was the end of the problem. Amabio da. Hwe, yeso woni panyi be ko.
Na so umpom.
Enu ntiniti ase se you might have the knowledge, but the practicality, no, Mr. Give honor to whom honor is due. A drew baby, dear SSN need the old man on a famano, not call baby, and cofa bibia emba. Now, you know about Eric Bisa question say, pride in confidence, you know, two different things. Now, whenever you exhibit pride and whenever you exhibit confidence, the end results are not the same. Which is the end results.
Okay.
So what I say, Sebio, when I'm exhibiting confidence, at the end of it, you should not be offended because a confident na my exhibit. But when I exhibit pride, at the end of it, I mean, wouldn't be a problem because of the way I makasa and I say bibi. Me patawati na michana say. And you know, when you consider the end results of whatever you have engaged yourself in, you know, a who say this is pride, this is confidence. Confidence and so I said the energy to get things done without fear. And I said because fear is also another thing a hanipa. Because it becomes difficult for you. You must be confident. At the exams, men can say, exams no, men can say na me failure. That one is fear. Fear na yosano. Be confident. Say, but in bi wo mu say, na nya hodin bi say, me pass it. This is what we are saying. But pride is entirely different.
Nya kra be on sua de osime me pass it.
I say adeɛ biara nso so no ɛdɔɔso bebree nyɛ wɔn sɛ yɛwɔ word bi overconfidence. Confidence ɛyɛ but overconfidence ɛhɔ na ha wɔn hwɛ me mɛyɛ wobɛhu anafe wobɛwie na ɔdafo na afei akɔyɛ bibi ɔ yɛsɛ wotɔ ɔbo ase a you are too overconfident. Yeah.
Okay, coach. Say mmerɛnti na ɛbɛto aso ɛsɛ what church mu why pride is dangerous. Some say what can be, but what are the signs of pride? They don't say pride no. I be remu. They don't say no na ebay and I no na abay.
Okay, I mean say the abobo so no quickly no. Me di be fra na fe be di so aka ho.
Okay.
Assess onipa bia no. The yesuane no. We want to assess ourselves. You must have what we call self-awareness. Okra sen out here. Enu nti na ye di sa ankomo wo yewu nti ye nyina ye hwe ye mu na ya hwe sene de ekoso wo ya brabom ni ya hwe se is there a pride, because pride is something you must identify. Essentially wutumi identify say sa de we ekoso ma brabom pride anasa nye pride. Enu nti asenso de ne say what are the signs? De di kan ya kasa afa refusing correction or advice. Onipa bia wo yem fom so a won pese wo beti afutu anase on pese ye betene wono mesraw pride we enye confidence pride straight away se won pese ye betene wo anase on pe afutu ewiase onipa bia won pe afutu no ukokora wo besan aba. No matter how you rise, you come down. Ne etoso mienu whenever you think you are always right, you wanting to be right, o pese wo de bibia no o ye right enti obi wo ho a se bia bibi ni na okane ya anye ne dia ntumu a etimi ye ne ya because o se ono de na na ye adenti ne a ayi momu de na ye gitum na ya anye ono ne de is pride, because ye share na ye discuss ya de and I want make you a point which is good. Obi so making it there but only pakro ne de no e wa ni mu sen wo de no eno nti ne ya mfa wo de na ya fo ni pakro ne de no baba bia pride ye adwuma no only pakro no hu ni said that be momu de was the right one but not this one. So anytime I who say, I say in everything you are wanting to be right. When I say, oh, you're right, a sign of pride. Then also, when you take credit without acknowledging others or even God in your life. So we will be like let's say even like a team. Na ya tumi aya de na bibia ye we team leader until go say you are taking credit for only yourself. You are only acknowledging yourself without others. And also your pride. Ebi abeka say once because I am the way into onipa bi or you good leader biano. When the person with his team achieve success, na say or report on it, or can say I wouldn't have been able to achieve this without the help of my so and so. It means a sanipan or acknowledge say a woman say who say me na me leader and me fan say me leadership so na way to me see na mumu no enya me nko a ena me to me ye e ma ne bae. And sometimes if you care to know enwuma ne bebiri ho a empanyifo beje ho fans no enyo mo na ye. It's like politics, president ba I've done this, I've done, but no one be ho abo anya president na ye. But bia ministry bi na ye, but he takes the credit. Now so no sabi say na make us obi a onim de no ogina wo so okasa on acknowledge ononko ane ho, but also the others. Ye koba ye nim say enoma bi o ha enye ya hode ni tumi de ye ti wutumi ya, then you must give credit also unto God. Say we de minim say nyame ne boa me pa anye nyame pa de a, and you realize say obi a on per se obe acknowledge others nemum de bi opon say ononko take credit no a sign say pride is at work in your life.
Okay. Yeah, that's simple. Master say wunya ma obi joining ya because we share link no na uni bi ana obabi so etimi enya ene wisdom ma ye share for your life e mo bi. And na topic no say pride is dangerous. Pride is dangerous. With me joining on Facebook, YouTube and TikTok. E wo din ya friend no Kofi Boakye-Fosuhene so obo so pe with ya bekan ho na oni ya discussion na yegusu a ye coach. Now, if you look down on someone, is that also a sign of pride? Yeah. We are so hunipa na onya me ko iko.
Are you my ko-equal?
No.
Yes. It is also pride when you look down on people. But what you say abrabomu no yenye pe. Sebiu ebimu osuru bi. That one is something you can't do anything about it. But baby a wo won se wo osuru sin obi a enkyere se de owo wase no onye nipa. Until what we are saying is say it must be true say you are above the person, but at least show some dignity, some love. Ma onipa konsu hu say sebe ono so we nipa. It is say we do cemetery. Na wo koye no yesie nkrofo. Wa adwen ni say o mo no pe no mawu. Yese ayi tafo asie okwa ayi for na awufo na oma ye signboard omo agigi sky ye signboard no ai oma twere
awufo na agigi sky
ai no oma twere ya yese open nti ni tembi abeba cemetery ho no om se kai se ya yese open mire bi yenso so ye de bi mu ba sa ene ye na ye wo hoi nti won so no eye de ya
so beba
so beba. So whenever you realize say as in your life you know you are always looking down on people, a sign of pride. Because why should you look down on somebody? Obi oho a ne position a woman no enye ne pese or yes how. For instance, ebia yemfa ne say genuinely omo a ebia omo gina kwan ho srade. Obi oho a Chris obehu no sebe na ne nan yetwa. Na ne nsa twa. Enye ono na ye se opese ne nsa twa obi bibi ne si ye. Enuntino ama wa handicap entino sabio ojidi said this is one of the means by which he or she can survive. Enti sometimes you know fine can say esesa won say twakra o pe bibiye obi o ha where to connect himself na watumi am obi aboa na mananya bibia ye onim, so the person is lost. Enti dru babia no matter where you see yourself or you find yourself no ebi mo wase no never look down on them. Then another thing so any you will be more they are mostly defensive when confronted. Bibi ni na sa confront mo pe they become aggressive, defensive. And hey obey ya so obe chire mu a mo hu say wonu mom ni de no is also a sign of pride. Obi to me fubi say ushie teacher ni a ana obi a o chire bibi a de di kan ye wadwen se ne unim hwe ye so yes I boa opa ye wadwen se ade kro no kra o kire no sesi ade ye kire ye hu se makoduru ba bi na obi so kire that pride is dangerous metie, because at the end you know menya bibia ka me de ne ho enti de miminim no ene ne ono e kire no me de ka ho a 1 + 1 eye 2 enti onipa ko na me makwa akotie no ono wo 1 me de me wo no ye 1 ne matie aka ho no ye 1 which is 2 enti me manya mienu enti emu bebre ho sometimes no ya adwen ye say when we know something we don't need in the obi so ewo no we yes a sign of pride ahomaso enu nti na ye ka say ye kasa ahomaso a enye obi a ebia onam a wabma na beti so nko a o na emom ene ye bi ho a ye da na di a eye ahyensode e kire say there are signs a kire say pride is at work in our lives.
Oh, coach. Yunia ba nana ajwa kakari or say pride is dangerous ampa. Pride is dangerous ampa. And coach, there's some people who also believe say with the area mo find mohono, they are indispensable. Are they also showing pride? Say me there we me free we ma enye yi me ni ho a ti mo fe no kra say the footballer be a on so superstar na for say me member.
So what if onipa ko no hu say we me free mu a enye yi? What if what I mean ka say what if you die? What if you fall sick? Footballers here ye kan injury obi tumi nya severe injury a tournament bi o ha because of the injury nti on to me emmo say yemfa say be a World Cup once the nation has qualified and they will go without you into onipa bi a wogi di say ana hu say minimum a enye yi eno so ya homa so e de na kire sa what if you cease to exist say koba say bi owu so eno so enti edu ba bi ana ye tufu say ade bi a wo ye ne sebi fa adwen to ho na face no me hu say I say you are the alpha and omega woni ahyase ni awie no there be because adwuma biya ene abeto a ama wo ye bi no na ebi mu di ya ansa na wo ba wo ebi mu aye atwam e na wo no ene aduru so. Look at presidency. There was a time our ex-president Kofo, the gentle giant, he was the president of the nation. Okasa say ene wakwa ahomegye mu ebi mu so aba ebi ene kura no ebi o idea bi kura oka they can decide not to
emfa
sa enti no o ya ade a hwe ni ye na to bo ase aha enti me hu say minimu a enye ye misrawo because se ene ne nyame mfa sa amadwuma a wo mu sebe se ne ya wu a acha na wotwe ye bepe obi amana replace you enti na sa asem na wo ka say minimu a enye ye no ene san in fact unimu a ebe
see for me so was mbisa bi ana wo comment bi a obetimi de aba wabra you go to discuss coach say no so no do bi a say okay minimum enye ye no before the person gets to that height sometimes nipa na won ho na e man hype ma oko hit that level. It's another because one say bianca sa adwene yamba but Charlie what talent we nyina na de tiwe Charlie we are de we say na afedi de run pa koni team with time na akofa asamaba
very important edu ba bi a enipa atwa ho ahia no womoa na huhu ye na omasan akai
omoa mesa ka say why ya homo so
ombe pija na omasan de abofom pu enunti ne ye ka say whatever you are doing sabi make sure you apply wisdom. So what I say edu ba bi a enye esebo nyina na nipa ebo wa esese ojitu sa na say o ma utimu ya wode. There is this short story yesi entontom neba antontom ba bi no ne maame omo ko kurum nti in fact maame ni di kan e wo fie ena akwala ne yeso ohwe 1 or 2 bi nti oba fie no say ma ene pa de mahu ene ne atome ne mam se den oh maame em say the way am sisi me hu no ne nipa ehwe me say no mo bom nsem ma me no mo bomb nsem ma me no we are born nsem me fa ha no we are born nsem eh ane ma me say nipa e born nsem ma o say me ba enye nsembo nyina ye papa nsembo bi o ha eyowu sen ye kun tontom say ye kun tontom ye bo nsem enti na ye owuo na ne ye pa ma o ti wo be hu say
enye fans
sa enye fans enti nsembo bi o ho a enye papa enti bra nipa e bo nsem ma fine it is good to say oh yeah there na say ye can fine yes celebrate your wins but do not be stuck there ena emma to the extent say oh ma ahomaso ababiwraw. That's what we are saying.
Okay, LCP coach. Me next year say I'm here science. No, what are the consequences of pride? Yeah, pride never where will it land us?
Okay.
In idea beko. Kanya say everywhere him say we go say suit and say suit mostly be mo share no my say. Tin say pride me be a mama say suit
na. Okay, me mo bo enema mienu miensa bi a ahomaso edebre enipa anaso onipa bi a we ahomaso no memfa ne se asotwe anase awieye no de esi de edi kan kese pa loss of opportunities. Obi o ha anka obenya opportunity bi pa wo ba bi o but na homaso nti hwe se obi akọ interview o CV kama ukodu panel no enimu no sabio onsa ba ko hye obotom sawata se o ye setena se kura se anogo say that sawata se ukoye sa wo ho a opportunity ya wo ho senka omo ba ye nyina no na o CV ne top ne man no matter what you do because of pride you are going to lose that opportunity. Intinkofo bebere wo ho a they had certain great opportunities in life ahomaso nti ehwere wo mo nti se o makwan ma ahomaso edidi wo mu a wo be hu se opportunity kese bi a eba no ebi o kora abusua mu yemfa ne se ebi a abusua bi obi ba akwa tukwan mienu na wa frefie se monhwe a maame asomasi ne bayi monhwe na ka me pese mbe fa ne ko mo hu ni sen wei na homaso no into one say because of pride in intino that is how they see you and that is what you have been exhibiting intino amasa opportunity esenka ye consider ama ebia watu kwan anase wakopie baby pa no bohu se na akwa na edu baby so a empanyifo anase omo kan bia ewo mu no sometimes some of these people can disguise themselves na washeda abane wo bedin komoni ade enti based on how obeye wo ho no na be kire se empusafo ombe boa wo anase omo emwa wo nie edi ho bio any say pride will always cause you to fall from position of honor enti obi ho a ene ebia oye adwuma manager ahomaso nti yetumi tene ba fom obi o ha ni position yetumi gifri ni nsem e wa adwumam enam ahomaso nti because the person thinks say ochen obi a ono na won say even kura no the oye manager no or report to somebody o
yeah
aha your director wo ho ni ono susu ya director no your board of directors ayetumi samo no say masa e wo say wo your director but say so at any point in time no somebody is above you enunti no send ye beya opposition ya won saka enhwere wo no be careful of pride. If you say pride can cause you to fall from your position of honor. Niedi hope you so pride also ensures or brings up broken relationships. I'm saying adika ka obi a onena fa damfo you see they be a meka say yentu ye hofo say asemba woni obi ntemo a they be a meka say remember the good things the person has also done in your life. Enye de bia na sisa wo kai bone won pa kona ye enti onye o papa da allow the good of the person to override the evil. Send ye you can be in harmony with the person. But ye won krofo was asasi so a minim sa wahia bi pende a opa ye ne papa sen ye ne bone ba ko mienu papa wo dia ye ni nyina. This is not the right way of living. It's not a good thing. Enya ade a sebe esese ye yesa and esese ye gigi soso. It is something that must be eliminated from our lives. If you say empanyi say edua eben ene etwi nti upe edu ba bia nipa ben onko ade a obi be ye won fom so. So when it happens like that, have that heart, you know. Nti ahomaso emma kwan say problem abaye solve. Ahomaso say ai we ye hwan we suso ye hwan fa ho na me se me fa ho. Obekwa akọ. Broken relationship. The last but not the least, personal downfall. Your downfall be or a general one, nipa nyina be hu. Ye obi so a one kasa no. Ube hu say enko yi.
I customize the downfall.
One kasa no, you will see say, Debbie, she said there enko yi mame. You know sometimes people will see you and think you are still who you were. But one kasa no say Debbie, she said there anticipate you. That is personal downfall as a result of pride. And until na say pride is dangerous. Inti niema e dangerous was asasi so no misrao ahomaso ka ho. Pride is dangerous. We are not imposing on you say you are proud. Yen kan sa nemum yesua say sa nneoma yi a ye bobo sui no yen nyina yen check ye ho ye self check. Aha nti yen check ye ho ne ye hu say ahomaso ewo yimu ana ededi wo yimu na fe ye hu kwan a ye befa so ama ahomaso no atumi afri ho.
Okay, coach, that's a P. Yenya Eric Nyaminshaw, coach, say, oh my, such inspiring messages. Yenya ba Nana Draka character say, coach, Nyame Inshaw P. Coach, what the can I try? Said the see so ba ne science no. Maybe so be trying because I know time na say Adrian. In maybe a effort. We Adrian P. O my hu. Said be say be no. How can we curb or kill pride?
The edukai any you must embrace humility. Hwe say obema kwan ama ahobrase aye adwuma. You see, sometimes you must practice humility. Enti edu baby a value others above yourself consciously. Sebio odi bibia ba obiso de aba. O pese o practice ahobrase na wi ahomaso firi ho a acknowledge say onipa konso de na o de aba na eye. Even kura na ebia eye sen wo de no. It is something abom say na fe gradually no it is eating inside you na fe epie afi obehu na one pa anka first no anka obi ayi nka wo on sheda but say de acknowledge others ebi muso aya ade no huni se omuso de ne ye empo e chen wo de ne edi hobi onso say learn to acknowledge your dependency on both God and others. Jitum say enioma ne bi wo ha se bi mu ameboa wa ana enam ebi mu mu so ene ma wo wonsa tumi ka bibia na utumi ye bibi enti bre a afi de wo gi atum no then what comes to me say Christ say program aye say uni ho a entumi nwie peye mesumi ni ho a entumi nwie peye esese menum yenu nyina ye gitum say we need one another, we depend on one another, we are acknowledging that. Then accept correction and feedback. Ope say utumi control pride na wi ahomaso firi abrabo mu a se wo ye de enye na ye correct wa gitum na fe ade bia so a wo beye no aye bisani pa se enti we uhu ni sen enti e bia wakwa akoye ade wo baabi na nipa wo ho wo wie ye no take feedback from the people around you or those who were there. Some of them take feedback. Me personally ade a me taye pa those who are around me mostly maybe so ene we e ko sen ye ko ha no muhu ni sen so that o kan so a me pesa o kan no kore na ewo mu kire me. I need to know the good and the bad intino ka because I need the good to encourage me to do more. I need the bad also to correct myself. So always accept correction and then feedback. Then you must also practice gratitude. Obi ya de ma wa mane so wani. Learn to give credit unto others. Very, very important. Enye de bia na sese wonkwa na ebo odin.
Je fans ni nyina.
Oji fans ni nyina. Edru ba bia makwan na ebi mo so so a yentumi emo odin. Then you must learn to serve others. Nipa bebre, in fact, at same way is a key to killing pride. Learning to serve. Serve with humility. Suyasa ne yesom. Enkofo bi ho a they want to be the masters. There be when you want to deal with pride, udru ba bia na say pride in ego no ya your say your home say master, rather become the servant. The greatest among you must first be your servant. Inti onipa bia no wo pese wo ye kese pa ese utumi eba from. Empanyi say ya nkoto a intumi enda. Inti wo pese utumi da. You see, rest is a good thing. If you want to rest, then there's the need to calm down. The last but not the least, and and say, you must always remember past failures. And also humble. And no be more who say, it is say we a teacher ni na say akwalabi or chairs am no a fail or chair no a failure. Also so be to me aka say, me time am wo so and so UCC we niba me what take me kura me chairs am failure say ni. Enti one who say a humble enti who akwala say be asebe onye serious. So sometimes past failures humbles us. Enti do baby a kai say bra wo no o accuse obi why bone why say no so why be. There was a story we heard. They say enkofo bi could see or baby abo say wadi bone bi. You see the 1 year bone than the kind to born obi antumi anto born. So the truth is that say no mo mugina ho nyina no
obi a wone de
e wo ho. Enti because of the time no I think say ABC
coach I think oba to fa man yansa na yako history
okay enti ne ena yesua ne ye ka nyina ne say ebia you might see pride as harmless. Enti we ye kan oba say wona say we dey ensheda nya yi, but with time wo be hu say ebe didi umu ama nsunsanso a akire ede beba no afei wo ye ho hwe ya enye yi. Empanyi say dua enya wa ebewo wani no ye ntwaso na emom itu ase. Pride ebetumi awo wani pa because it's dangerous. Enunti no me ntwaso enya se wo brebra so se nkofo mo da bi na emom ye pese yetumi ya na yetumi etu ase kra efiri abrabom efise somebody say pride is a killer. In fact, obetumi ediwu papa. If we do not kill pride, pride will kill us. Say yentumi enkum ahomaso ya abrabom a with time no eno so ebeku ye kra nti de ene de yesua nyina ne say yenhwe ahomaso yie ye makwan ma ahomaso enidi yemu edru ba bi esese yedi nidi ma empanyifo a yemfa ma empanyifo because the fact is when you scarce wo maame o papa enkire say sebe wo na wo no da bi ono mum ene wo no. The fact is say wo nua panyi ene wo wanya adwuma agya no ana bibi ni nkire say sebe wo chen no edru ba bi a moma yema ahobrase enye adwuma efri say ahomarase ene de mpejaba ahomaso de efombo ena eba.
Wow, that's a big coach. I'm running to memo go straight to history.
Okay. Na me say me ma eye history. I'm running to no na emiensa bia mema baako anase you sa wokaya na ye frɛ onipa bi Napoleon Bonaparte. Sa onipa na oye a military genius. Wo yobi a yemfa nse osra ni soja ni kese pa. And he rose to become a commander. Na army mu na oye adwuma no. They realized say ne background. In fact, he was from a poor home. Baby a abusua no ofiri mu no, obi beka say na bibia ni ho. But enam na ne modern bo ene se ne oye na adwuma nti no, otumi kosra ma one day otumi beye an emperor of France. Inti Napoleon Bonaparte na owo France. Inti one time he became an emperor. Na enam ne skillfulness any sen no ye na adwumanti no, you realize that those times when they were trying to occupy lands into any way kokon na what me agina asase na be ye wo dia enti Napoleon Bonaparte so France so eko ko ahodo bebre. In fact Europe there virtually okonka babia enti enam so ma enipa agye ni tomu na enam so ema obi beka se enipa ehun ni se oda enso enti ni dwumadie nyina mu no afei ohyase se ohun ni ho se oda nso esen obia afei se ne yeka eye ahomaso asem no ahomaso hyase se ewura eye Napoleon Bonaparte. So in the year 1812 oye na dwen say watumi akonka a lot of the nations ewo Europe dia ordinary kire Russia na ebra Napoleon Bonaparte say gada ne army na oni Russia fo akokono ne army generals no ene omo kan biye no etu ni fo say Russia the way omuniema tie no onto ne boase kakra na omombo abom hu yie se ne be ya ombetumi ene Russia for akodi akono madi ne sunkunim. Secondly na enioma mienu afi omo san tu ni fo se season na omo se omo kwa akono na eye winter. You realize say Russia ehoye nyupa esen o de compare let me say France. Enti omo kacho omo tu ni fo se sebeya season kura ye kokun emwaye. Now this advisor wodema Napoleon Bonaparte no wanfa anya adwuma because ohun ho say na me se makonka babia matumi akonka Europe almost everywhere na Russia enaja wanti no pua okon no na empanyin se ensuo bro a wo se ebro na omukọ okon no Russia for kire om say yes abodwise wo hoyi ebeto anintumi enam saade no a esi yenti no he lost his army and I won't say those times the strength of a nation was their army.
Sure.
And the strength of the nation was broken down. Sa okunimuno they lost a lot of their soldiers and weather never favored them because they were not used to that serious and severe weather and emma bibia eba form. So in 1815 ena eye yenuan Napoleon Bonaparte ni dwumadie eba awieye enu wantumi ankosoro na yebisa se eye de ne ba sa ni nyina ne se sebi wanti afutu ahomaso nti wa makwan ama sebi afutu ama ebeboa no enu ti de ka ne se ebi mu abakọ wo manti afutu amwa womo anase ahomaso eye adwuma mo mu amwa womo. So we are also advising ourselves say yes we yabai let's be careful na yenyi ahomaso mfiri abrabom. Why? Because pride is dangerous.
Because pride is dangerous. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. And this evening we are learning about the wisdom of life. And you'll be share on Tuesdays what we aim at is to get wisdom for life. And no neighbor who may. Master say the last week in the previous week, me can say opeso beso ya snena program no. You keep say by live number betting reach here on a year and I'll be the sponsorship on a donation afaso 0244 616963 0244 616963 and so person nya coach any discussion say mrena and also people because I'm say near my say discussion a dozen but you trust na membrane no so number so betting reaching on personally 020 843 8825 020 843 8825. Besides the donation bar number 0244 616963. To measure Sababa so yasne near keep this program live on every Tuesday. So by me can say be nya time aye advert amount. Ye kasa na ide wo dwuma dia odino ebe fa so na amamfo so ehu de wo so wo ye. Se be ya o boy na so ye ma so mfa so e wo baby. Emre no aye bre enti measure say coach, that's CPO and that's wisdom which is pride is dangerous. Just therefore, our phone yamodi say, and yes, Bema say, Eguntino, na okay, can you mabu fee? Your bedroom say, you see, so wisdom, no, na ye deni ni relate. And yes, and him go say, be a shama no, uncle ye, in academics, whatever feel that I'll be fine on Hubiano, a tear for any say, I will see once a pride dangerous, and na a bar, it's in our brow, wandering a day, Emma so, the best say. And ne se one to me and tea from the onset ube call back no start tea ube hon kwa so at store niema na pride into me in real name mom say was she idea at least yeah the other people's experience I example amount na went to me uncle Thomas viewers. I think we'll meet again next week. The program is Truth Be Told, live from the studios of Gold City. Yes, say TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. See you again next.